I'd like to welcome you guys to another weekly installment of Pokemon What If Wednesday, where every single Wednesday morning I post a video going through all of last week's investing and collecting questions, where your guys' questions will actually be featured in the video, and one person's question will be on the thumbnail every single week. So please drop your questions down below for a chance to be featured in next week's video. And if I did comment to you and say great question and I might use this and I didn't, please drop that same question again and also put repeat question and it'll get moved to the top. And if it's super long, maybe try to shorten it up. If it's too long to where I can't screenshot it, I can't use it. And I'm not saying I know everything. This is just my personal opinion. But when I'm unsure, I always like to talk it out with some people. It always helps me make my final decision. But before we get started, we got to thank today's video sponsor, and that is Punch-Out Gaming. Punch-Out Gaming is my local game store that I go to and the #1 game store in all of Minnesota. I've actually been to them all. You can order right from their site. They got stuff for everybody. Pokemon, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, tons of video games, and tons of video game consoles. And they have one of the best selections of raw Pokemon cards that I have ever seen in the store. They always have some bangers. So definitely check them out. They're located 30 minutes north of the Twin Cities, and the link is in the description. All right, let's get to it. So the very first question, and the question that's on the thumbnail, I kind of changed it a little bit. I had to make it fit for the thumbnail. So this is from @GZAF187. Repeat question: what do you think is the most viable, efficient strategy for collecting new sets? For Twilight Masquerade, I open one ETB and one booster box. The rest I will buy in singles when the prices go down. I did pull the Greninja, thankfully. Well, that helps a ton if you pull the Greninja. So in my opinion, now I've actually put a lot of thought into this too. This is what I'm going to do from now on. When a set comes out, because I do like to open every single set that comes out. I like to take a gamble on that chase card. Even if it's a card I don't really like, I like to take a chance on it right away. Hopefully, sell it and make some money. But I always like to take the gamble. Plus, you usually get a couple cards you need for your collection. Like I collect illustration rares and special illustration rares. But this is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to order a Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. I might order two, but I'm probably just going to order one. Pre-order it when it's cheap, $59.99 or whatever it is. And that's what I'm going to open. This way, you're getting two promos to keep. One, just regular sealed, and the other one, stamped. Some of the stamped ones are crazy. The Snorlax is like $50, $60. Miraidon's in the 20s. And then you're getting extra packs too, because it's a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. So that's what I'm doing from now on. So if you're on a budget, I would recommend just buying one Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box for MSRP, $59.99. Opening that one, you're getting the two promos, good amount of packs, and then honestly, I just buy singles. And I'm very patient when it comes to buying singles. I always wait till at least the next set, and if the next set isn't very good, I'll wait till the next set if the next set's more hyped up. I just wait for the next hyped up thing, because then the prices will go down for sure. Like every single card in Twilight Masquerade will probably come down in price. And if it didn't, it'd be the first set in Pokemon history to do that. Like even Evolving Skies, when it first came out, was hyped up on release, then came down, then went back up. But yeah, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box I think is the best thing to open just because you're getting that sealed one. And if you got the money, buy two or three maybe, open one, keep two sealed. So, great question. All right, next question is from @BoydRow. I bought a Team Up booster box for $21.50. I'm holding this long term. Do you see this box being worth $5,000 in a few years, and what time would be best to sell? So at $21.50, solid price. It's already last sold $24.25, so you've already made a few $100s technically, depending on how nice your box is. In a few years, might be a little quick to reach $5,000, but I do think this Team Up box is going to be crazy. If you're me, I just hold on to it forever. Just wait as long as you can. But if you're looking for a time to sell it, I always love to at least double my money after fees, taxes, shipping, everything. So, maybe around $5,500 or something like that, you can maybe sell it. But that's just what I like to do. So, awesome box though. Next is from @DripsOnIce413. Just bought an Evolving Skies box for $600. Bad investment or no? Well, let's check the last sale. $680 is the last sale. So, they're selling right around the mid 600s right now. But yeah, it's Evolving Skies. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a $1,000 booster box soon. And then, $1,500. It's just going to fall right with Team Up. It's just always going to be like probably $1,000 behind Team Up or $500 behind Team Up just because it's printed way more. They're pretty equal sets if you really compare value-wise. And awesome set, though. Yeah, $600. Decent price. Next is from @Osmium8080. Probably butchered that. What do you think is the most underrated Scarlet and Violet card right now? That would be the Zapdos EX Special Illustration Rare from 151. This card's beautiful. You're getting 3 legendary Pokemon in one. It's insane that this card is, you know, $30, $40. It is starting to go up in price. People are trying to jack it up. The last sale is $49.69. I've been saying for the longest time, this card is going to get jacked up in price. Just not sure when, but it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Next is from @HankZPO4FW. Hey, Pokebeard, thank you so much for the content each and every time. I watch the videos with my son, and he's learning a lot about investing now as well at 9 years old. Wow. He's now wondering what to do with this saved up money. He bought a Crown Zenith ETB to open, and now he decided to invest in a booster box for long-term hold. Next to spending his money just to open, his budget is between 100 and 140 euros, so maybe a Scarlet and Violet booster box is good enough. Or you can save up a bit more to get something from Sword and Shield. He asked me to ask you, so there we go. Well, when a kid asks, definitely got to answer. So these are all the booster boxes that I would probably invest in. I'm not sure exactly what the prices are going to be for you guys in your location. So Paldea Evolved is the best Scarlet and Violet Pokemon set we got besides 151. And I still think Paldea Evolved is technically a better set, but that's a little more expensive, market price 130. So you are technically overpaying a little bit. This box should definitely get a reprint to where it should come down to $110 a box. Now we also got Paradox Rift. Awesome set, sleeper set, right around $100. I think that's a great option. But if you do want to save up for that Sword and Shield booster box, and if the prices are similar to what I'm looking at here, you know, if Astral Radiance is the cheapest at 169 and Silver Tempest at 169 and Brilliant Stars is at 176, I'm going Brilliant Stars for those three right there. But then again, you got a little bit more money and you got that Lost Origin booster box. So if it were me, you know, I'd probably go Paldea Evolved or Paradox. And then if you're saving up for Sword and Shield, depending on your pricing, like I said, because Silver Tempest is still in stock for us in the United States. So we can find this box on the secondary market for about $130 to $135 a box. So I'm not sure if you can get that price. If you can, then I'd definitely go with the cheapest Sword and Shield booster box when you're talking stuff with alternate arts and especially the trainer galleries. So those last few sets are just top tier. But all right, next question is from Taylor Williams 9804, repeat question. So I recently got a Paldea Evolved Adventure Chest, 7 promos, 6 packs, other stuff all for 30. The promo is worth $10 alone, worth picking up for the long term. Now these random boxes like this, I don't think they're going to be like crazy expensive in the future, but they will of course gain value. Almost every sealed Pokemon product will gain a little bit of value eventually. But I could see this box being maybe $50, $60, $70 box way down the road. It's going to take a very, very long time. But you're getting a good amount of stuff. I mean, 6 packs, and then you're getting 7 promos. So was $33.59, now it's $31.56. Check that 1 year high, was 54. So I mean, this obviously has potential to get up that high. It's a unique looking box. That's why I do feel like it might do okay. Next question is from a member at Chasing Selby, repeat question. You talk a lot about buying raw singles. I'm interested in grading and collecting high graded cards. So how do you assess singles before buying them? So your best option is probably like, you know, card stores or card shows, so you can actually see them in person. That's going to be your best bet to actually find those mint cards. But otherwise, you know, when you're on eBay, I wouldn't even look at TCG Player if you ever even remotely want a PSA 10 card. So on eBay too, especially on the computer, you got this little magnifying glass here, and you can go right along, like there's a little dent there, and just be extremely picky, you know. Type in the card you're interested in that you think is undervalued, raw compared to the PSA 10. Just check every card like this, you know. And if you can't find one that's up to your standards that you think will get a PSA 10 or more, then just don't buy it. Just keep waiting. And you can check the back too. You know, yeah, this card is rough. For a brand new card, this would definitely not get a 10. But yeah, you just got to be picky. And then too, a lot of the smaller card shops and stuff don't really have money to go, you know, get every single card graded. So I found a lot of mint cards that should have been graded at card shops. So definitely check that out. Next is from SLW6171, repeat question. I would like to ask if Generations is still good. Should you still buy it? I also have a Mew and Mewtwo Super Premium collection. Should I sell it now? If not, when then? Thanks for the help. I like to watch your videos. Thanks for your work. Good question. I actually love Generations. So if I were you, I would never sell anything anniversary-wise, not on an anniversary. So, you know, if you're going to sell your Generations, wait till the 30th anniversary. that's going to be your best time. Everybody gets excited and they want to go back and collect all the old ones. But I love Generations. And if you have the Mew and Mewtwo box, market price $645. Wow, beautiful box. I'm very, very jealous. I do wish it was opened up a little more so I could see more stuff in there. But otherwise, I think that's one of the coolest boxes we've gotten in a very, very long time. So yeah, I would just hold off to the 30th anniversary. That's where you're probably going to get your most bang for your buck. All right, next question is from Alex Sanderlund 8349. What are your thoughts on buying cases of McDonald's booster packs? Any in particular you'd recommend? So I've noticed a lot of the Pokemon packs just do not hold their value that good. I mean, some are expensive, of course, but nowadays with the new ones, I just can't see them really holding any value. So here's some cases. I mean, a case is $150. So I'm not the biggest fans of these. The only one that I think will actually do decent is maybe the one that was during COVID and during the boom when nobody could buy packs anywhere. And when McDonald's dropped their cards, everybody was going to get those. I could see people maybe wanting to go back and collect that set. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of the McDonald's cards. They're just so cheap. I love the older ones, though. The older ones are absolutely crazy. But the new ones, there's just so many. Next is from Simeon Press. Pokebeard, thanks for all the great content. What do you think about grading with CGC versus PSA? Then we also got another question from LVP Creations. Love your videos, Beard. Got a question. I am new to grading cards and have a good amount I'm looking to grade. In your opinion, what is the best options and companies long-term for grading cards? Example, PSA versus CGC versus Beckett. All right, great question. So we're on eBay, recently sold. So the CGC sold for $725. That's a pristine 10. But the PSA 10 sold for $380. And a Beckett 10, not even a black label, sells for around $800-900, close to $1,000. And a black label's crazy expensive. So if your card is absolutely perfect, like I'm talking flawless, perfect centering, you cannot find anything wrong with it at all, you could definitely try Beckett. You could try for that black label or hopefully at least get that gold 10, which is still great. Otherwise, you can definitely try CGC. But then if your card is a little off-centered, you know, maybe not absolutely perfect, definitely go PSA, your best option. But as you can see here, I mean, almost double in price is absolutely crazy. All right, next question is from Kyle Solona 1578. Repeat question. What do you think of the Japanese 7-Eleven EV promo number 235, as well as the English counterpart BW97? It's one of my favorite arts, and the English is really hard to find. Well, let's take a little peek. So this is the Japanese one. So pretty affordable for Japanese. You know, we're talking $15 here. Otherwise, let's check the English, and it gets a lot more expensive. $65 lightly played, $90 super rare. CGC 7.5 sold for $250 or best offer. Another one for $200. I mean, it's a super cute card. Pikachu chasing the EV. It's adorable. But $200 something is getting pretty expensive. I don't know if I would pay that for that type of promo, but everybody has their own things that they like to collect. Beautiful card. It's pretty crazy how expensive that card is. But yeah, let me know if you get it and how much you paid for it. I am very curious. Next is from Sums Villain AJ. Repeat question. What type of protective cases do you use for your sealed products? I'm mostly a binder guy, but I do have a couple sealed Japanese booster boxes and Pokemon Center ETBs. I was surprised how difficult it was to navigate cases after my first purchases. Well, I use platinum protectors. This is what I've used in the past. We're actually in talks right now. They might become a future sponsor. I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, lots of good products, stuff for everything, you know, Japanese booster boxes, ETBs, regular booster boxes. So definitely check them out. Very solid. Next is from @Hello'sPete. Hi, Pokebeard. Love the videos. What do you think of the long-term hold potential of a fourth print base set? Base 1999 to 2000 booster pack. Do you think it'll break away from the price of unlimited in the long term? Yes. I think once people actually know about how limited it was compared to the unlimited, it will definitely start going up in price. Next is from @EvoMe. Love these types of videos. Great information. I have 8 sets of the Evolving Skies Pokemon Center ETBs, average of 70 per. Not bad. You mentioned a couple weeks ago that they don't sell very often. Do you think just holding them is the better choice, or do you think the price is going to stay around what the price is now? Thanks. I do think it will go up in price. It's just going to be slow. I definitely would not get rid of them. I mean, maybe you could get rid of a couple or something like that to potentially put into some other products that are cheap. That's one thing I'm not good at. I like to just hold on to everything, which could technically be better, but you really should sell some stuff when you're making a good amount of profit to invest in other stuff that's at the bottom. That is what smart investors do. I just don't really do that. I just keep everything. But yeah, I could definitely see these being $500 ETBs. It's just going to take a little bit. All right, next question is from @MachineJunior24. When do you think the best time is to buy newer sets for ripping them? I see a lot of card stores doing pre-order sales and such, and I'm not sure if those are any better than just waiting for prices to drop after the hype has died off. Love how informative the content is and hope all is well. So for newer Scarlet and Violet sets, any booster box around $100, like literally around 195, 100 is solid. I would not pre-order booster boxes before the set comes out. They're usually a little more expensive, like 120, 130. Like I said before, I'd probably just pre-order the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box from the Pokemon Center website for $59.99 and open that up. You're getting a good amount of packs and you're getting awesome promos. Yes, you do technically get more packs opening a booster box, but you're not getting that stamped promo, which could be a gold mine in the future. We don't know about these stamped promos. And then that way, you don't spend a ton of money opening, because I know everybody loves to open. All these big PokeTubers make it seem like you got to open or it doesn't count. But there are so many cards that I pulled that I can't even remember pulling, because that's how many cards we've pulled or bought. I can't remember, I bought this, pulled that. It does not matter. If you really, really like Pokemon, you'll do whatever you can to get the Pokemon cards that you want, not gamble and think that the card is meant for you. I don't like that. It's a big waste of money. That's why I said, take a little gamble right away when the set's brand new, when the cards are usually the most expensive. And then after that, just wait a little bit and buy some singles. But yeah, that's the goal of my channel too, is to get people to save money. That's my entire goal here. Next is from the Cheer Dad. Hey, Pokebeard, recently found your channel as I'm getting back into the hobby since collecting back in the 90s. Love the videos and insight. More recently, I'm collecting Obsidian Flames, Scarlet and Violet base set, Lost Origin, and Paldea Vault. Should I focus on one set over the other two, and is Obsidian Flames even still worth collecting? See, that's the thing, a newer person, and they just automatically think they got to collect master sets. He didn't technically say master sets, but he's collecting sets. So I've said this many times, I like to simplify my sets. Look in the set, what is your favorite type of card? If it's illustration rares and special illustration rares, just collect those. If it's full arts, just collect those. You could go back to Sword and Shield and collect rainbows. Whatever it is, I would just stay away from collecting the master sets. You're going to spend so much unnecessary money to complete a set when you can complete, Obsidian Flames is so easy to complete all the special illustration rares and illustration rares. All right, next is from Cameron Kolecki2253. Another random question. Do you ever plan on selling your collection or handing it down to your kids? So there's some stuff that I have in my collection. I have so many completed sets, all vintage, that I am going to pass down to my kids. But then I have sets and cards that I am getting now and stuff that I'm going to sell when I'm like, 50 or 60 to help retire on and stuff like that. I got a ton of collectibles. I actually have 16 different collections, not including Pokemon. Next is from @MalcolmHiggins7005. Here's a weird question. What do you do for a living? Are you a full-time YouTuber? Just curious how you juggle your community and everyday life. So I am now a full-time YouTuber. I also have an eBay store that I run too for Pokemon cards. But yeah, I do this full-time now. I don't make a ton yet, but I make enough now to where I can pay my bills and still afford to buy some Pokemon cards and stuff like that. So I am very, very happy. I never thought in a million years I'd be doing this. And honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So I appreciate you guys so much. That's why I comment back to everybody. I think it's the laziest thing a YouTuber can do, is just not comment back to anybody. And I also appreciate you guys letting me do these sponsored ads. That's why I personally go out and try to find the best ads for you guys. So you guys can actually get a little bit of information and just more knowledge in the Pokemon community. You guys know where to get sealed products. You guys know where the best Pokemon store is in Minnesota if you're ever here. And if you are ever in Minnesota, hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Punch Out Gaming all the time. I can definitely meet you up there. Great question, though. Next is from a member. This dude asked the best questions, and I probably keep butchering his name too. Kono Hemia, what advice would you give to someone as a long-time buyer on eBay, but just starting out selling? I know how important it is to have good sales records when wanting to sell. So if someone plans to substantially sell in a few years, what can we do today to garner sales and good feedback? A video going over the ins and outs of selling on eBay, including selling cheap singles, would be super helpful. So for eBay, my main thing was, I'm doing whatever I can to keep 100% positive feedback. That is so important. That's what everybody checks. So that's my main goal. That's why I always offer free shipping. And then also put in the description anything that you could think of to where they could kind of get back at you. If you're on the fence of a card being lightly played to near mint, Just put lightly play it, honestly. Don't lie. People will get mad. People will leave you bad feedback for that. I got 100% positive feedback. I've probably gotten 5 bad feedbacks, but you can also call eBay and demand a manager. I don't care how many times you got to ask for a manager, and they can help you get rid of that negative feedback, especially if it's just completely ridiculous. That's why, like for the description, I am very thorough how I ship everything. I tell everybody how I ship stuff, how I even do my conditions and everything. All right, next question is from Austin A412. Repeat question. Hey, Pokebeard, love all the videos. My question is, how do you ship and package more expensive booster boxes when you sell them? Would you package and ship a Fusion Strike box differently than, say, a Team Up box? And if so, how do you package and ship the more expensive box? Thanks, dude. Well, I actually haven't sold too many expensive boxes because I keep them all, but I've ordered a bunch of expensive boxes, and it bubble wrap. That's what I've seen the most. You know, I've ordered a ton of a little bit older booster boxes and ETBs, and they just come completely bubble wrapped, which I'm not the biggest fan of because you can ding those corners doing that. That's why I do like to get the cheaper, thinner plastic protectors at least when I send a box or something like that. So yeah, I would definitely do that just so those corners don't get dinged. But you'd be shocked on how many different ways people send expensive booster boxes and ETBs. It's wild. Someone sent me an ETB before that was covered in a cereal box. Like they cut a cereal box and like they formed another little box around the ETB and then bubble wrapped that and put it in a box. So you never really know. It's kind of crazy. Just try to be safe if you're shipping stuff that's that expensive. Next is from @ColinWells, TD5TP. What's up, Pokebeard? Repeat question. Follow-up question for Hidden Fates. Shiny Vault. Should I keep the entire vault together as a set or just pick out the most expensive to hold on to for the future and sell the rest for some alt arts? Love your videos. Thanks for the help. Well, it actually hurts my heart for you to break up a set like that. I would probably try to sell it all as one complete set first. You know, put a premium on it. You never know. And if nobody's taking it, then yeah, you might have to break it down if you're not really into those cards anymore. I understand. That's the thing. People get into something, they collect it, they kind of fall out or they like something more. It happens. But yeah, so sad to break up a set. All right, next question is from @Pokemon Nostalgia 1991. Hey, what's up, bro? Do you think the Pokemon poker cards are a good investment? Some sell for hundreds of dollars as far as Gengar and Mewtwo Pikachu, especially the Charizard. It sells for almost at 1K. If they're selling for this much now, even though people really don't know about them, maybe they sell for higher in the future when they get more popular. So potentially a good idea to buy the good ones right now. Well, it's going to be tough. There's so many awesome vintage cards. Like, I don't think that Charizard is going to be a $10,000 Charizard one day. Could be a couple grand, but you never know. All right, next question is from @Partha Google user 4042. Hi, Pokebeard, love your videos. It really helps me when choosing cards to collect, so I appreciate it. I'm investing long-term or just to collect, so I was wondering what your opinion is on collecting the cheaper Ultra Rare V Evolving Skies rather than the more expensive alternate art cards. Also, what do you top load only and penny sleeve only? So yeah, anything Evolving Skies is probably going to do decent in the future. Probably not ridiculously expensive if you're talking the lower tier cards, but they'll probably go up a little bit. And then I penny sleeve everything besides, you know, common cards. Anything ultra rare or better, I penny sleeve it. And then top load, I don't really top load. I use binders and stuff like that. So, but if you're going to top load stuff, you know, illustration rares, special illustration rares, obviously, you know, the textured V full arts, EXs and stuff like that. All right, last question is from @Theo131. Should I wait to buy all the English 151 singles? Crown Zen's got a huge reprint last winter. Should I expect the same for 151? Now, I do expect a big 151 reprint. I don't think it's going to have a massive effect on the single cards, though. The 151 pull rates are not the best. Crown Zenith pull rates are insanely good. So if that gets restocked or reprinted, people are going to be opening that more. That makes more sense. I can't see the 151 cards dropping a ton in price because of the reprint. They'll probably come down a little bit. But all right, that was today's Pokemon What If Wednesday. Like I said before, if you guys do have any questions, please drop them down below for a chance to be featured in next week's video. And one person's question is on the thumbnail every week. Otherwise, you guys could go hop over to Instagram and please give me a follow there. I post something there every single day, whether it's something from my personal collection or whether it's, you know, new cards dropping or good deals or anything like that. So definitely check that out. Otherwise, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Just know if you guys do comment, I comment back to every single person. And you can also check out my membership. It's only 99 cents a month and my eBay store. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon Market Monday, we got some crazy things moving. Click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.